We got Manchester City back in action, guys. Welcome back to another video. The first game of the FIFA Club World Cup has kicked off in earnest, as City have just played Wydad and won 2-0 over in Philadelphia. In West Philly, Philly opened the scoring, and of course Jeremy Doku with the second in a very pre-season game of football. Now, the intention, or maybe the intention, not the tendency, maybe is the word I'm looking for, would be to overanalyze this game and take too much from it. I'm not going to try and do that. I'm going to always add the big old asterisk, the big caveat that this is essentially a pre-season game. They want us to pretend it isn't a pre-season game, but it is. And they want us to pretend that actually this is the most important game that we've ever played, but it isn't. And they want us to pretend that we're fit and firing and we're ready to take this seriously, but we're not. So you need to remember that. You need to add the caveat of what this game actually is. And I need to also tap the sign. I need to probably write this on the piece of paper for you. I'm going to write it right now. Right here for you. Pre-season doesn't matter. Right. Don't make me tap the sign, all right? There we go. There's the sign. Pre-season doesn't matter. Think win, win. My motto for pre-season is everything is win-win. If you play well, great. Because if you play well, you're looking for positives. If you play poorly, it doesn't matter because there are a million possible reasons why someone could play poorly. Because it's the first game of the season with new players and all that kind of stuff. So it almost doesn't matter if a player plays badly because it's understandable. It's totally understandable. They are rusty. There's new partnerships. There is new, there is new sort of link-ups to make. There is a bit of rustiness. There's also the horribly humid tempo. All these things, there's a billion logical reasons why a player could have a reasonably poor game. But if someone plays well, great. Great. It means whatever reason, they are on it quickly. So everything in preseason is win-win. It doesn't matter if you don't play that well because it doesn't matter. But it's great if someone plays well. So basically, every season is always a little bit stiff. It always is. Even the season, the start of the season. That is the caveat I want to add to this. But I'm still going to talk about the game. I'm still going to talk about what we learned from the game and where we're at and all that kind of stuff. Because ultimately, they want to take this seriously. Guardiola wants to take it seriously. It's going to take an awful long time for the myriad of changes that City are trying to impact onto this new side for it to take place. Of course, I want to take immediately about the lineup. Before I do that, I want to talk about OneFootball. As you can see, it is on this screen right now. Please go and download OneFootball. The link is in the description. It's in the pinned comment. It's a fantastic app millions of people use for the big price of absolutely nothing. And you get all your stats and all your updates there. And I can read the stats from the game right now via OneFootball. City was 68% possession, 6 shots on target, 53% of our duels won. 15 shots to there, 40% shot accuracy and all that kind of stuff. I can tell you how the players got on. Tijjani Reijnders, for example, I can tell you how he got on in this game. 68 passes completed, which was the next highest after Vitor Reis and Ake. So there we go, 92% pass accuracy, which is up on his average against AC Milan. 68 out of 74, 1 key pass, which was beautiful. Go download OneFootball, man, and go and get your own stats and narratives from this game. It's very much worth it, and it helps support the channel as well. So if you want a new look for the season, download OneFootball, help support the channel, and get all your transfer news and all the stats sent your way, and all the breaking news in the world of football. It's absolutely worth it, I promise you. Let's go over to the team news. As you can see there, this was the team news. This was the lineup. So Rico Lewis was at right back. We'll get onto that red card in a bit. Farcical. Vitor Reis surprisingly at centre back alongside Nathan Ake. Nico O'Reilly at left back. No Ryan ain't Nori today, unfortunately. We saw Tijjani Reijnders in the number 6 role as a deep lying playmaker. Savinho and Doku out wide. Phil Foden and Cherki both as 8s, which is very indulgent from Guardiola. Marmoush through the middle and Ederson in goal. Immediately, the thing to notice there was the average age. Ake aside was very young, 20-year-olds at fullbacks. Reijnders are obviously new, 26. Savinho 21. Doku 22, 23. Foden 25. Cherki 21. Marmoush about 26. A younger side, a lot more of a younger side with a lot of energy. And he started off pretty nicely. There were some nice moments there, The first half was pretty good. The goal early on, Savinho with a cross-come shot kind of thing after a 1-2 with... was it a 1-2? No, 1-2 with Cherki was early on. But either way, he shot... fell to Foden, who scored. He voted superior player of the match, by the way, Phil Foden. Down with this nonsense. I love you, America, but I hate your Americanisms. cut out the one player walking out at a time thing as well. It just doesn't work, man. Football isn't that sport. But either way, yeah, Phil Foden getting an early goal. And then, of course, we actually scored from a set piece as well. Look, James French, our new set piece coach, you are earning your money already. We nearly scored from another too. Absolutely. By the way, Cassius Boyd in the chat. You know how often I need to say this, and last time I mentioned it, I saw your name Cassius, knowing that my son was going to be called Cassian, and I was like, I kept wanting to say it, but I couldn't. But anyway, I would die. People don't like it when I talk about my kids on these videos, so I'll stop. But I wanted to say your name kept triggering me for a long time, nearly blurting it out on videos. Damn you. But Doku, anyway, scoring aggressively from a corner. Phil Foden, deep corner and in-swinger. And he attacked it really nicely at the back post to score a goal. Missed another big chance, Doku. But it was good to see Doku being aggressive and attacking crosses. We've not done that for an awful long time, you know. I want to talk about the narrative of the game anyway. The overall game itself ended up as... The second half was poor, I can't deny it. It felt very pre-season. And once again, we're meant to pretend it wasn't very pre-season, but it was. And I've already seen people moan online about it. Don't be that guy. If you feel yourself moaning about the game, please, I beg you, to detach yourself from the internet and FIFA and Football Manager and EAFC and all those mentalities, because it's not realistic, man. It isn't. When you get new coaches, when you've got new players and new rhythms, it takes an awful long time to pick up pace. And there was some encouraging signs there, and I'll tell you the encouraging signs, and I'll tell you the ones that didn't quite work. But the encouraging signs, grab onto them and hold on to them and don't let them go. I'm going to start with the main positive for me, Tijjani Reijnders. Look, that guy looks absolutely magic. I am delighted with his contribution so far in his first performance. As you can see there, 68 passes out of 74 completed. He averaged about 40 passes a game at AC Milan, so already massively up on his average there, and I'm sure it'll go up again. One key pass, that was a beautiful slide rule pass to Doku. Please don't moan about the pace of the game. Please, it's the first game of the season, and it's incredibly stifling heat, and oh, please don't do it. Please don't do it in the chat. Please remember it's preseason. But anyway, a beautiful slide repass from Reijnders. And the thing is, what impressed me, his technical ability is so comfortable on the ball. He won his duels. He was physical. He was big. He kept the ball really nicely. He was just about everywhere as an 8 or as a 6. As you can see there with his heat map, he covered the ground really nicely. He's physical. He's big. It's good. It's really good. That guy clearly is a step up from what we've had in midfield last season already. He's got Gundogan level technical ability, but with more pace. He's a bit like Nunez in terms of tap the board. I've got to tap the board. Pre-season does not matter. Remember this. And it is pre-season. Don't let FIFA tell you otherwise. Pre-season doesn't matter. Everything is a win-win. Doesn't matter if people play poorly because it's pre-season. If someone does play well, fucking ace. I'm going to keep that there. But either way, yeah, I thought Reijnders looks like he's got everything you need. He's got that physicality that you get from Nunez in midfield. But Guardiola was very sort of critical of Nunez's ability to play central. Said that he didn't quite have the intelligence to get the rhythm, where Reijnders clearly does, man. He clearly does. He technically excellent, big, strong, fast, a goal threat, intelligent. He's going to be an elite level midfielder. I have got absolutely no doubt whatsoever that Reijnders is going to be brilliant. Of the other new guys, Cherki didn't play well with me, honestly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I've got no point sugarcoating it. It's fine though. Why didn't he play well? It was his first game. He was trying too hard. The pace of his teammates and the flicks and the rhythms and all that kind of stuff, it wasn't quite there. To me, Cherki looked like he was trying to play like he knew everyone was watching him. You know what I mean by that? But he wasn't quite coming off. It's fine. Doesn't matter. He gave the ball away a fair few times. He got caught in possession a fair few times. It will happen. Cherki will be absolutely fine. He's brilliant. But... yeah, he'll need time. He'll need time. Look, he won't be the first person I've seen that... who comes in and has a poor debut and then goes on to be great. Like, do you remember when Haaland, everyone was bombing on him when he first joined because he was missed a couple of sitters against Liverpool and stuff like that? Cherki wasn't playing as a striker, by the way. Why are people saying Cherki playing as a striker? There you go. Look, that is not a striker. He was playing actually as a number 10. Like, fully as a number 10. Marmoush was playing as a striker through the middle. So, I don't know why people say he was playing as a striker. He wasn't. He clearly was playing as a number 10. He was drifting all over the pitch to get the ball. Like, that is not, a striker. When you look at Marmoush in the first, so... But either way, he got the ball outside the area a lot. Cherki was a bit too casual. That's it. He was just too casual. Got caught on the ball an awful lot. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Once again, the sign. Pre-season doesn't matter. I'm going to keep this sign just ready on demand. But I saw someone digging out Vitor Reis in the chat. I don't get that. I thought Vitor Reis was really good. Like, genuinely really good. I thought he was ace. Everyone's digging him out because that one moment where he didn't win the header. That wasn't his fault. The pitch is diabolical. Like, the way the ball was traveling, like, I'm going to show you. The ball was traveling like this. He was going doot, and it bounced, and you think it'd carry on going like that. The ball went doot, and it kind of went straight up in the air. Like, it bounced right up in the air instead of carrying on forward. How are you meant to read that? Like, I don't get what Vitor Reis could have done there. Like, I thought Vitor Reis looked really good, to be honest. I thought he was incredibly composed. I thought he was aggressive in the air. I thought he kept the ball really nicely. I thought he looked incredibly promising. You know, he won all his aerial duels. He won every single header. He won most of his ground duels. 91% pass accuracy, 89 touches, 1 dribble completed. Yeah, I thought he looked really good, and I thought that one everyone pulled him out for. I don't get it. I wasn't his fault at all. I thought he looked smart. It looked like young John Stones, and given that he's barely played, I can absolutely see the talent there, and I'm very excited for him. I don't think anyone else was particularly that great. Foden, of course, was involved, which was nice to see. Goal and assist, lovely stuff. I think he's got a level to go, and he'll get there, I'm sure. But Savinho as well, of course. Savinho, it looked lively. I thought Rico Lewis's red card was so fucking harsh. I've seen people agreeing with it, like, oh, he kicked him in the head. He didn't kick him in the head. He slid in, and the forward, Obeng, whatever he was called, slid in like a mile too late. Rico's body's just tilted upwards, and he catches him in like there somewhere. Clearly not intentional. Clearly very harsh. Clearly didn't even see him. He was sliding in before that guy came barreling in and caught himself caught under Rico's foot. It's so harsh, man. Fucking nonsense. Like, proper never played the game level harsh. Like, truly harsh. Guardiola said he got the ball, both feet on the grass. Feet and leg was high, he said. No, it's on the grass, it's natural. No attention, doesn't matter, is what it is. What Guardiola said. Yeah, it was so hard, man. It clearly didn't mean to. It was momentum, harsh. Yeah, I thought Nico Rani was decent as well. Yeah, a couple of sloppy passes. They all did sloppy passes for what it's worth, but also showed his physicality. No Ain't Nori. I expect Ain't Nori will start the next game, and most certainly he'll just do a bit of a swap here and there. The Mark one was definitely a red, by the way. Absolutely, 100% a red. I think Monmouth will play as a winger, by the way, when Haaland's playing through the middle. Haaland should have scored that chance towards the end. Absolutely. Usman just keeps saying Kusanov. I know, I get it, mate. You wanted to see Kusanov, so did I. But, 5 substitutions, unfortunately, is not enough to change anything. By the way, I want to say once again, please do download OneFootball. It would be massively appreciated. 400 people watching. Give the video a like. Subscribe to the channel. Red camp, wafflers everywhere. You're called red camp for what it's worth, mate. Troll alarm bells going off. Wafflers everywhere. We were shit, simple. Let's keep it 100%. Our players are all better than wider. No excuse to put forward mistakes. We want to, no, you fool. Well, we weren't that great, but it's literally pre-season. I'm sorry, you guys spend too much time online, or you're all just thick. I'm sorry, but players can't just up and be brilliant straight away. I'm so sick of people thinking that in pre-season you can just turn up and be wonderful. It's the first game. We won 2-0. We were creating more chances than them. It was all right. It was boring, and it wasn't. But it wasn't that bad. It's just but it's not. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the range rate. I hide them on the channel because I can't be asked. I'm getting rid of him because I'm not saying it was perfect, but it wasn't I've got rid of him anyway. But either way, I say fell for him, but people say that as City fans anyway. I've absolutely. Rodri came on, by the way. Rodri, I thought looked decent, then looked poor, and then looked decent. He's very rusty. Rustrigo, obviously. That's fine. But he played like Rodri, which is all what I see. The most encouraging thing for me was that interception and then the beautiful pass to Haaland, which Haaland spooned. He should have scored that, Haaland, but it doesn't really matter. I thought Rodri clearly looked like he's going to be Rodri. Very rusty, but he looks very frustrated with himself. Once again, pre-season, it will be absolutely fine. The most important thing for me is that Rodri looked like he could play like Rodri still, and he can do. The passes were loose. That was his main problem, That will come in time. The guy's had about a year out, so don't worry about Rodri, He'll be fine. Rodri and Reijnders are going to write movies together, man. They're going to be absolutely fantastic. They are going to be great. Oscar Bob didn't get really much. He had the ball, a couple of loose passes too. Who else came on? I've forgotten. Oscar Bob, Rodri, and let me double check the changes I've forgotten. Haaland came on. He should have scored, Haaland. A nice little pass from Rico Lewis with a nice dart at one point to Haaland. Haaland cut inside, unlucky with a shot. Gundogan and Nunes came on as well. Gundogan, I don't really see much about them. Yeah, but it's fine. But overall, it is, once again, just a pre-season friendly. It's not a pre-season friendly, but it is a pre-season friendly. It's not a pre-season friendly, shout FIFA. It is a pre-season friendly. We're playing Wydad for crying out loud, you know, with 27 players there, you know. So absolutely, you know, it is a friendly. And it's fine. It's absolutely fine. I'm expecting to see a lot of changes. I'm expecting in the second game to see maybe Kusanov play, Vardial play, Aït-Nouri to get a start, Diaz, Bernardo, Nico, people like that. There'll be changes. W-Dad, yeah. Exactly. Sorry, I'm just laughing at the chat there. But I'm expecting to see many changes. Let's look at the standings, by the way. You know, we're top of the table. Al Ain, there we go. Second Juventus there. Wydad, bottom of the table. Shocking for them. They're having a stinker. But any reason why he didn't start Aït-Nouri? Absolutely not, mate. There's no reason. Please, I beg all of you, don't look in patterns for this right now. The reason is because it's pre-season, mate. He's going to rotate. He's going to try different things. He's going to try some players in one game, and he'll try some players in another game. But I guarantee he's not spent £50 million or whatever it is, £40 million to put him on the bench entirely. It will come. He will get his minutes. We all have to be patient. The problem is no one's patient anymore. I'm not saying you're not being, by the way. I know you're just asking a genuine question, but a lot of people will be thinking the same, and I'm encouraging people to be calm about that. Here's Guardiola's quotes. That's why the first game of the group stage is a tricky one. We played a team that can play good momentum, but at the same time, in certain moments, we did really, really well. It's the first step. We'll learn from here. The second game will be better. It will be better, and we will get better. I thought they did counter us a few times. We looked a little bit sloppy. Once again, I expect it. Look, it's not a single pre-season. Go and check it. Where City don't start off really aggressively, and then we lose a bit of momentum. We were open defensively. I saw what is it, Celtic bag like 3 against us or whatever. It happens all the time, man. It happens all the time. I'm used to it. Some good moments, but then incredible sloppiness. And Guardiola, he understands it and he gets it. He said, of course, he'll be important on Phil. He plays another role, more there. We have a lot of number 10s. We have to just many things, but step by step. We do have a lot of number 10s. We'll see where he goes. Phil was playing sort of as an 8-10 today. On a new side, he said it's good that they played. Tijjani played really good. Rayan played good moments. Everyone has to know it and see what happens. Obviously, right, you know, I'm going to block this guy already. This guy here. I already need to block this guy because he's obviously a troll. See you later, pal. Yeah, Guardiola's just been calm. Absolutely. On Rodri, he said it's 30 minutes step by step. He wants more, but it's the first step. What your head wants, your mind, that is top. But at the same time, often you need a process, and that is very, very important. Yeah, absolutely. Just step by step. 30 minutes. A little bit slower, then eventually he'll be himself. Plenty of people there. There's your Phil Foden stats. I'm a big fan of Reijnders. I am very much excited for what will happen. You know, there'll be lots of changes. There'll be lots of different things. We will... Diaz, I like to get angry every now and then, mate. I'm not angry, by the way. I'm just, you know, I'm just ranting because I like to rant every now and then. I'm a dad. I tell people off now, you know. And I'm also very tired. So I like to... I'm not actually bothered for what it's worth. I'm just, you know, I'm just putting some people in their place as you do every now and then. I'm all good. I'm happy with what I saw today. It wasn't perfect, but it was decent. It was decent. City will get better. I expect to see plenty of changes over the course of the next few weeks, you know. And there will be. There'll be things that don't work. There'll be things that do work. I'm expecting to see a very different side come 2 months from now. We'll find our best form. We'll find our rhythms. And we will be okay. Guys, give the video a like. Please subscribe if you are new. Reijnders is magic. City are back. And I can't wait to see how we get on. It'll be 5 things learned tomorrow, of course. For now, give the video a like. Up the Blues. Bye-bye.